Barcelona are preparing something massive. Liverpool can't be stopped, and could we have one of the most ridiculous rumours of all time? Papa Pincus here with FourFourTwo. Let's talk transfers. Before we go on to the rumour madness, let's start with something a little bit more concrete. A transfer flirtation dragging on longer than a 𝗕𝗫𝗧𝗏 VAR check. It looks as though Barcelona might finally seal the deal after months, years really, of whispers, meetings and sideline glances from Catalonia. A new star could be heading to the Camp Nou. It's no secret Barcelona are actively seeking a high-profile left winger. We know they're in talks with 𝗕𝗫𝗧𝗏𝗏𝗏's camp, but it's obvious who their number one choice is, and that is none other than Nico Williams. Explosive, fearless and proven, Williams has gone from an exciting talent to a must-have superstar in the span of 2 seasons. At just 22, he's already one of Spain and La Liga's poster boys. He creates chances for fun, pins fullbacks deep, opens space for everyone around him. But he's not perfect. Not yet anyway. End product is his kryptonite, and with the amount of chances he creates for himself, he has to strengthen his finishing. 5 goals in 29 appearances, not exactly elite winger numbers, and he knows it. Rafinha was an absolute joke last season. I mean, the guy's getting Ballon d'Or shouts for God's sake. It does, however, look like Flick wants to move him into that number 10 role, which is why they want to cement that left wing spot with someone of Diaz or Williams' calibre. As widely reported, Barca have activated his €58 million release clause, but the deal is only just getting started. They need to get on side with his agents, discuss wages. I do think they'll get it done, and Barca will at last have their man. But based on the player profile they're seemingly after, direct, unpredictable, aggressive in the final third, this might be a bit rogue, but part of me thinks they should be looking at someone like 𝗕𝗫𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 vertical outlet. The moment possession turns over, he's gone. And with Flick favouring high pressing, fast attacking transitions, Lookman's ability to attack space directly without needing build-up suits their plan to a T. He'd come cheaper, less pressure, more value, and potentially just as high a ceiling as Williams if managed right. If Barca are being smart about squad building, especially in this financial climate, Lookman deserves to be on their radar. Pivoting to Merseyside, Liverpool are going for it. Slot is building a super team. While the headlines are still buzzing around the silky statement signing of Florian Wirtz, it's time to focus on something far less glamorous, but just as important, the left-back position. Let's be clear, Andy Robertson is a Liverpool legend, one of the greatest fullbacks in the club's history, Champions League winner, title winner, Mr. Consistent, relentless in his prime. He defined an era. But last season, it was hard to ignore the fact his legs weren't the same. The bursts, the overlaps, the recovery runs, they faded big time. He's still got the heart, but the body isn't keeping up. And while he was winding down, another name was rising fast. Milos Kerkez. I think this is one of the signings of the summer. I cannot believe how quick and easy Liverpool are making these deals happen. Kerkez is such a big signing. He ticks every single box. Slot wants his team to win the ball high, counter with speed. Fullbacks are so key in maintaining that press. Kerkez is naturally aggressive without the ball and loves pushing up early. Mind you, his delivery ain't half bad either. My one concern would be Slot's build-up can be quite delicate, especially when playing out from the back. And Kerkez is a little bit loose with the first touch from time to time. That's an area he'll need to prioritise tightening up. Need that fluidity. He doesn't want to be the bloke everyone has their heart in their mouths when the ball's rolling to him. So where does that leave Robbo? Well, the streets are saying he could be on the move to sunny Spain. Heavy interest coming in from Atletico Madrid. Give me 90 minutes of Robbo shithousery, running through brick walls for Simeone. Give me flying tackles, overhit crosses. Sir Andy Robertson under Simeone's regime. Inject it into my veins. The passion, the chaos. In all seriousness, that's the perfect late career move. Siege mentality Robbo being let off the leash to chase wingers down the touchline like it's 2019 again. No need to invert, no fancy build-up, just pure intensity, vertical runs, and absolute grit. Diego, make it happen. And now to the rumours that might just take us back to when life was better, when the sun was always shining, the boots were brighter, the smiles were bigger, and football felt like magic. To quote, "This week we're going to Miami to talk to clubs. We have to listen to them and decide what we're going to do." That was said by Neymar Sr. Yes, Neymar's old man. The holy reunion. Messi, Neymar, Suarez, Busquets, Alba, the greatest front three of a generation, reunited under the palm trees and neon lights of Miami. The idea alone, it gives you goosebumps. But let's be real, it's not happening though, is it? Feels like every window we get this tease, a whisper, a quote, Miami might be an option line. And the internet does its thing, it's easy clicks. It's a dream that sells itself. The prince who never became the king is still rehabbing a hammy injury, and Inter Miami would have to break their entire structure to even come close. Financially, logistically, it's a fantasy. A beautiful one, but a fantasy. Then again, this is football, stranger things have happened, and if there's one club unhinged enough to make it real, it's Inter Miami. Anyway, back to planet Earth, let's pivot to Manchester United, where it looks like they might be finally ready to cut the cord on Jadon Sancho. An underwhelming farewell to an underwhelming tenure. Jadon Sancho, Man United, was a great idea, executed terribly. When the then 21-year-old walked through the doors of Old Trafford 4 years ago, it felt like the start of something special. England's golden boy, the assist king from Dortmund, a winger with swagger, high IQ, and the kind of final third polish United were dying for. There were glimpses, moments of his brilliance we saw every week in the Bundesliga for the first time round. But even then, he never really quite exploded. He was good, but not great. Exact same at Chelsea, glimpses, but no consistency. And that's the story now. He isn't a broken player, just one that hasn't landed in the right home since 2021. Napoli seem to be keeping tabs on the boy, and after what they've done with 𝗕𝗫𝗧𝗏, who's to say they can't do it again? With De Bruyne already there, Lukaku leading the line, and Conte pulling the strings, feels like Conte's building a new sort of Manchester All-Stars down in Naples. So how would Sancho actually fit into Conte's system? Surprisingly well, if the environment is right. Conte doesn't really do freestyle football, but his best teams always feature one or two attacking players with license to roam. Think Hazard at Chelsea or Son at Spurs. Wingers who track back when needed, are given space to operate in transition, cut inside and dictate the half spaces. That's Sancho's ideal role. In a 3-4-3 or even a 3-5-2, Sancho could thrive as a left-sided forward just off Lukaku, close enough to combine, far enough to isolate fullbacks, and with KDB pulling the strings in the middle and wing-backs creating width, Sancho wouldn't be expected to do everything. Just focus on movement, interplay, and creating chances. It's structured freedom, which I don't think he ever really got at United. Sancho to Napoli. I'm a fan. And that's all for now. Till next time.